Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. All right, that's Aratazah. Once again, want to get into a quick video. Just want to speak a few words on the topic of the bitterness of this truth. Okay, and this particular video is aimed more so at new brothers, brothers that are already in the camp, and brothers who are potentially about to join the camp. Okay, because in this truth, we call it the honey phase. When you first learn you're an Israelite, you just join the camp. You have a sense of comfort, a sense of excitement, so to speak. You're ready to basically take on the world, because this truth gives you a sense of liberation and power. You put your garment on, you want to go out, curse out the black woman, curse out Esau. You want to tell everybody that about Israel. That's the honey phase of the truth. But then there comes a point in time where Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai starts to apply pressure on you. Makes you uncomfortable, or to basically put you to the test, man, to see if you're really down for this word, for this truth, man. All right. So that time you gotta be prepared for it and understand that those situations are necessary, and it's not to destroy you or break you down or make you go off, but it's there to really build you up in the spirit, man. Okay, like we always say, a lot of things that are bitter, like you look at certain herbs like horseradish, which the Passover is coming up, and we'll have the horseradish as part of the Passover meal, with the lamb and the wine and the bitter herbs and the unleavened bread. But the horseradish is a very, very bitter herb, man. It doesn't taste good. You don't just eat horseradish all day. You might take one and be done with it, man. But guess what? Horseradish is healthy. Is very beneficial for your health. Okay, so when the Lord starts bringing hell on you, okay, which the scriptures say the Lord won't tempt you beyond that you're able to bear. I think that's in Second Corinthians chapter 4, if I'm not mistaken. So all the affliction that's coming, or certain times where you're uncomfortable, that's necessary to build up your spirit, man. So I just want to get it into a few scriptures. I don't want to make the video too long. I'm gonna start in Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, the 1st verse. It says, "Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel." And this roll that is speaking of is talking about the scriptures. When you eat the roll by what? Learning it, studying, all right, and ultimately living by it. Okay, and you got to consume the whole thing. Okay, you can't just take a piece or take a crumb, cut a little slice, talk about I'm gonna get some. Nah, man, you got to consume the whole roll. You got to learn the whole teachings. All right, verse 2, it says, "So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll." All right, which is also a metaphor for your mind got to be open to this truth. All right, and ultimately it's Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai's will on who is able to obtain and understand what these scriptures are saying, because you can break the scriptures down to somebody in an ABC format. You could talk super slow and bring out books and maps and draw on whiteboards and chalkboards, and you can give it to them like clear as day, like, bro, this is the truth. And guess what? Because they're not chosen by the Most High, by Yahweh Shai, they ain't gonna get it. So your mind has to be open by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to receive this word. The point is in verse 3. It says, "And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness." All right, and that's the honey phase of the truth. Okay, once the Lord starts to give you certain breakdowns of understanding, like I said, you understand you're an Israelite. It's like getting a source of power. Okay, and it's very invigorating. As I mentioned, you want to take on the world. That's basically the Lord breathing life into you, and that's the honey phase. But then give it time, the Lord gonna start to test you, man, to see if you really about his business. All right, verse 4, "And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them," showing you that we don't come with our own emotions or our own thoughts and opinions. We speak the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Thus saith the Lord, man. All right. So I'm gonna go to my next scripture that I got queued up. This is Revelations 10 and starting at verse 8 to get to the point. And it's dealing with the honey bitter aspect. And in this particular precept is going to mention the bitter. All right. So this is Revelations 10 and 8. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again and said, Go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. And this little book is the roll that we read about in Ezekiel chapter 3. Verse 9, and I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up. And it says, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but be in thy mouth sweet as honey. You see that? So once you consume this word, so to speak, it tastes good in your mouth and it goes down smooth, so to speak. But once it settles and it gets into your stomach and gets all into your intestines and all that, once it settles, that's when the Lord starts bringing that hell on you, man. He starts bringing a certain level of discomfort. You know, he applies that pressure, you know, almost like how a father puts you in a choke. You know how you and your father, for brothers that grew up with their father, you might be play fighting or whatever, and he might rough you up, got you in that damn headlock. That's the Most High putting you in that headlock, man. Basically see if you're gonna tap out, man. Okay, that's the bitter part of the truth. You know, you start getting persecuted. You know, you might lose your job. You know, I remember when I first came into the camp, our first camp, which is back in 2009. That very next Monday, I got fired. I was like, oh shit, damn, you know what I'm saying? But then I remember I understood what brother said. You know, hey, you're gonna catch hell, man. You're gonna be uncomfortable. You know, figure it out. Have faith. You know, but it says verse 10. It says, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. As soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. Okay, so that's the point of the truth where the Lord gonna try you, man. So when it come, you know, don't bug out, don't trip, don't start looking around, looking lost. Like, bro, you know, brothers told you, man. You know, but at the same time, like I mentioned, like I quoted, I think it's 2 Corinthians chapter 4. The stuff that's brought upon you, the Most High is bringing it on you because you know that you can deal with it. Right? He's not going to do nothing to you that he know would just break you down and just, you know, and just cast you out, man. It's all for the betterment of your spirit. So I'm gonna get my next scripture. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 4. And I'm gonna get right to the point for the sake of time. This is verse 17. This is dealing with wisdom. All right, we should all know this chapter. All right, so this is Sirach 4:17. For at first she, which is talking about wisdom. All right, because the scriptures liken wisdom unto a female or to a woman. Okay, so it says, for at first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and the him is talking about basically us, you. All right, you and the truth. All right, by crooked ways. So hey, this truth is going to be crooked at times, man. You're going to be uncomfortable, as I've mentioned several times. You know, you're going to reach a threshold where it's like, damn, man. You know, it says, and bring fear and dread upon him and torment him with her discipline. So you got to be disciplined, man. Remember, you coming fresh out the world, you know, fresh out the world with all kind of demons and all type of stuff, man. So the Lord got to basically purge that off of you, man. All right. It says, and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. You see that? So ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushua got to be able to trust you, man. You know, and they do that by putting you through that hell, giving you that bitter. You know, verse 18, it says, then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secret. So yeah, it's gonna be points where you'll reach that threshold, and once you burst through it, then you'll be comforted again. Then you get prepared for the next threshold, then the next, and it just continues on. You know, but it's all throughout those phases you're being built up and elevated in the spirit, man. And that's how you grow and abound. All right. 19. But if he go wrong, all right, if you go off, okay, you get weak, or you give into the flesh. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his ruin. And that's, we have those examples of guys that couldn't pass these thresholds, man, or that I say that initial threshold, man. You know, they didn't want to deal with it. All right, and then what happened? Wisdom basically left him, man. Okay, so that's it on that. Look at the last scripture. This is 2 Timothy 2:3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. So we're soldiers in the army, so to speak, of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And we got to endure hardness. All right. The word, actually the very word endure means to make hard. And how you make hard, basically by catching hell. All right. Going through the persecutions, going through the afflictions, going through times of being uncomfortable, being tested. Okay. That's pretty much what you sign up for when you put your hand to the plow. Verse 4, no man that warreth, entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. So yeah, you can't be entangled all into the world. All right, we're supposed to be cutting off ways of the world, man. Putting on that new man, like it says in Ephesians the 4th chapter. Okay, and part of putting on that new man, as I mentioned, is cutting off the world, cutting off old habits, trimming off certain things, and allowing Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai to chastise you, so that you could what? You could be pure in his sight, man. Okay, and it says what? To please him that have chosen you to be a soldier. And how you please the Most High is by doing according to his will, doing the work, doing videos, going to camp, fellowshipping with Akim, being charitable, not being a nigga, doing the things necessary, what the scriptures tell us to do, man. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna end it off there. That's pretty much all I had as far as precepts. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Rakak Wadash. Lord willing, to the next video. Shalom.